Shalom. Kahala Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Baha Rahakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity. All right, so this is Amathi from the GMS Dallas camp, and wanted to go into a quick lesson. I wanted to go into Deuteronomy. All right, Deuteronomy 28. Now, when you go into Deuteronomy 28, it's a blueprint, okay? A breakdown of if you abide by these laws, statutes, and commandments that I have provided to you. And I'm talking about the nation of Israel, you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, and we are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, as well amongst the other nations. Okay, this is who I'm speaking with, the nation of Israel. If this word resonates with you, then you're with maybe of another nation, then you possibly could be a part of the nation of Israel. All right, because it's through the spirit now. Because there's so many. Because we're like a speckled bird. We are throughout the four corners of the earth now, mingled amongst the other nations. So this applies to you, Deuteronomy 28. Now the Lord broke it down to us. All right. Before I get that, let me get this. This is Jeremiah 3, verse 12. It says, "Go and proclaim these words towards the north, and say, Return, thou backsliding Israel, saith Yahweh thy power." Okay, says Yahweh, and Yahweh is the name of who the world ignorantly calls God. His true biblical Hebrew name is Yahweh. All right, and who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, his true Hebrew biblical name is Yahweh Shai. Okay, it says, "And what will I cause my anger to fall upon you? For I am merciful, saith Yahweh, and I will not keep anger forever." So this is the thing. The Lord let us know if we would abide by the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability, then we would receive, basically blessings throughout. We will basically rule over the other nations. We will become basically the rulers of the earth, ruling righteously, because we'll be ruling through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and abiding by his order, his law, statutes, and commandments. All right. So that we just read here, it says, "Return, O backsliding." Why did we have to return? Because we actually continued to go off and not obey the Lord, thy power, Yahweh. And with us continuing to go off, he's slow to anger, but he was driven into anger. And what happened? He told us in Deuteronomy 28 that he would punish us, and we would go and basically be sold as bondmen and bond women. The other nation would rule over us. Okay, we would get beaten on our backs, and no man wouldn't buy us. We would basically have to be redeemed, and we are being redeemed through the second covenant, but that's through Yahweh Shai. And has that time come yet? The building of the second covenant is at hand. But the completion is when the return of Yahweh Shai, okay? When Yahweh sends that, when he actually say, this is it, trying to bring down Esau's kingdom, he's going to send forth Yahweh Shai, and that's when he's going to come and reestablish the righteous rulership upon the nation, upon the face of the earth. So Deuteronomy 28 and 1, it says, "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth." Okay? Did that happen? No. We start worshiping other gods. All right. We went into Balaam. What is it? Apis the bull. Okay. All right. We just every captivity that we went under, we actually were serving other gods. Okay. And I ain't talking about you had a small group, may have been Israelites that may have been sticking to the law, statutes, commandments, but majority of them started going off, right? Majority of them, all right. And now look at today. Is they represent the nation? Are they? What I'm saying is our people? Are they going through worshiping and giving honor to our Father Yahweh and through his son Yahweh Shai, which he's our big brother. No. What they did is they want to worship Mammon. And what is that? Money. That's why when you see all these rappers and these celebrities, what did they say? Money is the key to all. Money is a defense, as the scriptures say, but it's not rule all. It's actually is a defense to help you get through this world, this wicked world, as it says in Job 9 and 24. The earth given to the hands of the wicked. He judges the faces of the judges thereof. So the earth given to the hands of the wicked. So we don't supposed to be following the ways of the wicked. Now we supposed to use the world and not abuse the world. Okay? Because we got to go through. We have to work. Okay? And get through these. Just like what I mentioned, you had in other captivity, you had a small group, which you read about here, about like amongst the prophets. You have a small group that will actually still be trying to abide by the law, statute, commandment through the best of their ability. All right, but like I said, it wasn't just one one group. If like I said, the prophets, they went into captivity. They told our people to turn back and walk in the ways of the Heavenly Father. And what did they do? They continue. They said we would be thrown. Basically, another nation would overthrow you and rule over you. And what happened? That happened. They ruled over the nation of Israel. Okay. Did the prophets, were they delivered out of that? No. But in these times where we're in today, we're in the last days of the last days. When the Lord come and pick up his remnant, the re-elect, the 144,000, it will be a a beautiful sight to see the deliverance, and also it's going to show that the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and it's going to show that the nation of Esau, who is the so-called white man, is going to be destroyed, and they're going to they got to go through captivity for 1,000 years in the kingdom, then it will be destroyed. That's just the crust of it. That's the nature of the scriptures, and that's true. That's prophecy. Okay, but we will have to go through things because we didn't even do what Deuteronomy 28:1. Okay, we didn't hearken diligently, and when I'm saying we, I'm talking about the so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, the nation of Israel. Okay, all right. So I want to get a quick scripture here. This is Acts 14 and 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven. Through much tribulations we must enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right, and why is that? Through much tribulation, because of what we've been through, what we've done. We went off so much that the Lord said, you know what? If you want to continue doing what the wicked do, I'm going to give the wicked the control over the earth. Which the Lord, like I say, he knows all. Yahweh knew that it was going to happen. That's why he gave Esau in Genesis 27 the fatness of the earth. The reason he gave him the fatness of the earth, because he knew through these carnal body, through these thoughts that we do, and also allowing when we basically he deliver a nation to us, we make their people, a lot of their people, tributaries, and the Lord will look down on that. And what happened? We in the predicament today. The Lord gave the wicked the earth, and now we're in hell. We're in a very, very bad state here in America. Okay, and that's basically, like I say, through much tribulation we are going through, is the cause is for what we did to ourselves. Okay, this is Sirach 7, and I said we can go through go through Deuteronomy 28, but I'm just letting the spirit flow. This is okay. Sirach 7. I'm gonna start at verse. Let me see here. 7 and 6. Oh, Salaki. Yeah, I kind of twisted up here. I had a thought what I wanted to pull up here. Okay. Okay, this is Sirach 10 verse 4. It says, "The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable." Okay, and he's going to set one that's profitable, because is the one that's ruling today, is he profitable? No, he's terrible. This is, you don't see no profit. Profit is basically when you invest in something, you receive some back. Okay, all right. If I put $100 in and to make this for some type of business venture, I'm expecting to receive profit on it. So what I put in $100 plus something. So if I receive $200 or $300 back, that's what I'm saying. That's a profit. But you sell something, that is a profit. But with this rulership today, it's no profit. Everything is at a loss. Okay, life span is at a loss. You die early now. Um, the life just in general. So many people are starting to die now because of this rulership. The food, we're losing food. Okay, and they're trying to replace it with GMOs. Okay, the abundance of minerals and material from the earth, you know what I'm saying, resources, they are using it in an abundance and not letting it replenish. And what's that's causing a loss? Okay, that's why you're seeing the earth is earthquakes and different sinkholes and things like that. But the Lord said that will be coming, and that is here. Okay, all right. So back in Deuteronomy 28 verse 2, it says, "And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power. Blessed they are that thou shalt be in the city, and blessed thou that thou shalt be in the field." Okay, and are we seeing that? Do we own any fields? Do we? You may have somebody. Yeah, man, my uncle, my granddaddy had some land. Come on now, we ain't talking about no measly 5, 10 acres, even 40, 50, 60 acres. We're talking about the abundance. Okay, we don't own anything that's into our nation's um, productivity. Okay, it may look like it, but overall, we don't have enough we don't have enough here in Babylon the Great, especially, aka America. We don't have enough. Why is that? Because the earth is not given to us. It's given into the wicked, and what we do is have to follow in the wicked estate. All right, this wicked state of mind, where you have WAP everywhere, where you have genders everywhere. You know what I'm saying, and they're being glorified. And if you condone it, what happened? I mean, if you condemn it, what happens? They look down upon you. You will get in trouble. All right. This is something that is not part of the Lord's righteous plan. This is showing us the wrong way to rule. Okay. And it says, blessings that shall come over and overtake thee, and hearken unto thee, unto our voice, unto the voice of the Yahweh thy power. Blessed thou shalt be in the city, blessed thou shalt be in the field. Okay. And what do you see in the city, especially here in the Dallas area? What do you see a lot of? Police harassment in Babylon the Great. When you get pulled over, you may have a chance you may be your last day. You may get taken out by a police. You just never know. This is Babylon the Great. Okay, are we blessed in the cities? No. Do we own? When you go to our neighborhoods, do you see black owners that going each door to door, black ownership of these companies? No. You go in probably 5 or 6, 10 different companies in the city, and in your neighborhood. And I'm talking about you so-called black, Latinos, Native Americans, and then what? Especially you Judites, okay? And that's the Southern Kingdom, the so-called blacks. If you go down 10 different stores in your neighborhood, how many are gonna be of your nation? Come on now. Okay, and I actually wanted to pull something here. This is Psalms 128 and 5. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna pull up. It says, I'm gonna start at verse 128 and 1. Psalms 128. Blessed is everyone that feareth Yahweh, that walketh in his ways. All right. Okay, and how you walk through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh ways is through that straight gate. Okay, that's through the straight gate. All right, and that's what I was thinking about earlier too. You got to go through that straight gate if you want to get to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. Okay, and the ones that fear Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, Lord willing, I do fear the Lord, and Lord willing, I keep that fear upon me, and I keep working on trimming as well as the brothers are pushing the words and fear the Lord and walking in His ways. All right, and we do have men to look up to understand that they're walking upon the ways, and like I say, going to Apostle Tahar, Apostle Kabar, Apostle Racha, Apostle Ramlab on down. Okay, so we do have some examples of how to walk with the Lord. Are we saying those men are perfect? No, because we're in these bodies. No one is perfect that's walking upon the earth. Yahweh Shah, the only one that came upon the earth and had a perfect walk. But do we get up? We supposed to. Because like I say, we're going through those, like we said in Acts 14, those tribulations. This is 2nd Ezra 7 and verse 6. It says, there is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall. Okay, in this dangerous place, where I could say one of the dangerous places is here in Babylon the Great. It says, okay, it says, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go through it at once. All right, so this city is set for the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's a narrow way. It is a narrow way. So through much tribulations, we have to endure. Okay, and through tribulations, we have to keep going. Okay, because as it says in Ephesians 5, walks, if I'm not mistaken, walk circumspectly, because these days are evil. Okay, see that you walk circumspectly. So you always got to keep your head above water and keep swiveling. All right, because what we're trying to get back to, we're trying to get back to Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14. Okay, and I'm not gonna get through all of it, but I just wanted, the Spirit told me to, jump on this. But let me, I'm gonna jump to 7. I'm gonna finish it off. This is Deuteronomy 28:7. It says, Yahweh shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way, and flee before thee 7 ways. All right, and like I said, they're going to come down. Esau's going to come down on us hard. Okay, what it says in Revelations 12 and 12: rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell therein. For, you know what? Let me get it. I don't want to mess it up. This is Revelations 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell therein, in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come unto you having great wrath. And devil means deceiver. And Esau, who has he deceived? The nation of Israel. All right. And the whole world. Okay. And Psalms 83, it lets you know that they came together, Edom, Moab, all these other nations, to cut the nation of Israel off of being a nation. And what happened after that? Esau fucked over them. Excuse my language. They helped Esau in pushing us away from our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and they end up getting messed over by Esau. Okay, and that's the devil. He's a deceiver. That's the son of perdition, as it read about in 2 Thessalonians. All right. It says, "For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth but he has a short time." And um, those chairs and things that they're seeing, that's letting them know that they have a short time. The events that's happening in the world, they actually are moving forward with their agenda to try to push forward, for they can override the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But they're in the trick bag. The more they do that, they see they fall into the same place as dwelling and going through the actual ways of prophecy through the scriptures. All right. So let me end it off. This is Revelations, and I want to kind of coincide with I just read about in Deuteronomy 28:7. This is Revelations 2 and 25. It says, but that which have, Slacky. It says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. Okay? And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. All right? So this is coming. All right? And the Lord is going to give the elect the power over the nations. But like I said, all this started off with us not abiding by Deuteronomy 28:1-14. Okay? And now we're in we brought over here to Babylon to serve out, our captivity. And now we're going back into the ways of righteousness so we can be delivered, receive those new bodies, and basically become a righteous nation, and come and basically do away with the kingdom of Edom and bring forth the kingdom of heaven onto the face of the earth. All right, and you can read about that in Hebrews 8:8 about, like I say, getting them bodies. You know what I'm saying? That new, basically overcoming the through the works of Yahweh. Overcoming the works and abiding the works of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay. So, matter of fact, let me get that before I go. This is Hebrews 8:8. It says, "For finding fault with them that he said, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand and led them out of the land of Egypt." Okay, and that was the time of what? Moses. Okay, because they continued not in my covenant. Okay, going back to Deuteronomy 28, we didn't hearken. Okay, 1 and 2. It says, "Because they did not continue in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith Yahweh, for this is the covenant I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Yahweh, I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts." Okay, and I will be a God, be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. Okay, so he's gonna put those laws in the inward part. Okay, we won't be able to go off. We won't have it on stone like Moses provided. We're gonna have the laws within us. So this is gonna be it's gonna be like so natural to continue in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Will the other nations have that? No, but that's why we got to keep them in order. Okay, and that's what we're gonna be. We're gonna be rulers. We're gonna do righteous order upon the earth. And to get to that point, we have to continue the walk of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to the best of our abilities on this side, to receive that mercy, Lord willing. So with that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Baha, Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim, pushing his word and truth and sincerity. Okay, to overall house of David, Bayaf Shal Dawadah. Shalom.